सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। Okay, we were at Shloka 209. So Shloka 209, continuing the Tika, we had done till तथा च पुण्यवशात् सुखाकारा जागृतस्वप्नयोः सम्भवन्ति तामसी वृत्तिः आनंदमय कोश इत्युक्तं भवति. What is आनंदमय कोश? The tamasi vritti in Jagrat Swapna also. We have seen in Sushupti, Anandamaya Kosha is known because Ananda alone is experienced there. Not alone, there is also Tamasa, but Tamas is seen, darkness is seen. We don't see anything else. And in waking state also he says, Tathacha Punya Vashat, under the influence of Punya. In Sushupti it is not under the influence of Punya. When the Papa and Punya get exhausted, the Prarabdha during that particular Kala, if it exhausts, there is nothing else to experience, then a person goes to deep sleep. Otherwise, a person will wander in waking and dream states. So, Punyavashat Sukakara Vritti. Tathacha, in contrast, so similar, in contrast to Sushupti Avastha, Punyavashat Sukakara Jagrat Swapnayoho Sambhavanti. Sukakara Vritti, Tamasi Vritti Sambhavanti in waking and dream, but that is due to the influence of punya which has been earned earlier. Then that is called as Anandamaya Kosha. Tasyapi Swarupa Avrakatvam Astyeva. And in waking and dream state, there is more noise, so there avidya is anyway there. Nahi tadyoge niramayam sukham nityam nirupadikam sujnanam. Nahi tadyoge. Tadyoge is tamo yoge. Tat is tamas here. और अविद्या, तमस मीनिंग अविद्या, नहीं तत् तमस और तमो योगे निरामयम सुखम नित्यम. That when there is an association of avidya tamas, that time the sukha which is experienced cannot be niramaya. It is mixed with something else. It cannot be shuddha sukha. So it is it cannot be untainted. It is tainted. So in waking and dream state, the sukha that we have, sukha anubhava, even in Sushupti, the sukha anubhava that we have is tainted because of avidya yoga. Nityam nityam, and it cannot be nityam, it cannot be long lasting. Long lasting in the sense, it may be long lasting in subjective perspective. Person may say, oh, that time I was happy. So continuous happiness may be recalled as an error, but it cannot be nitya, it will go away. Nirupadikam, and that nirupadikam, it cannot be without upadhi. Or being with upadhi itself is an issue. Upadika sukham it is, meaning sukha which is experienced in the upadhi, therefore it cannot transgress a particular limit. Whatever is possible in a human sharira, only that sukha one can experience. What sukha is possible in a body of insect, only that sukha can be experienced. And thereby, in the second, the Dvitiya Adhyaya of Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmananda Valli, there is gradations of sharira also mentioned for sukha to increase tenfold. At each Upadhi level as one goes from Manushya Sharira to the Hiranyagarbha level through Indra ityadi, Pitru Loka ityadi. There is tenfold increase of Sukha just by the Upadhi change, and that's why Karma Kandis want to have better and better Upadhis, better Lokas for Anubhava, Satsukha Anubhava. So nahi tadyogi niramayam sukam nityam nirupadikam sujnanam. Sujnana is spashtam. It is clear that it is not possible to have sukha which is nitya or niramayam sukam, and nitya sukha is not possible when there is yoga. Tad yoge sati, avidya yoge, tamo yoge sati. Ataeva, and therefore this Gita shloka न प्रहृषेत् प्रियं प्राप्य आत्मानं हर्षशोकाभ्यां शत्रुभ्याम् इव नार्पयेत् हृष्टो दृप्यति दृप्तो धर्मम् अतिक्रामति हर्षामर्ष भयोद्वेगैः मुक्तो यस्य च मे प्रियः. So Bhagavan Krishna says there in across two shlokas, one in the 5th chapter, the other in the 12th chapter. In 5th chapter, what does he say? Na prahrushet, vidhiling priyam prapya na prahrushet. One should not be elated just because one has got what he desires, what he likes. Atmanam harsha shokabhyam shatrubhyam iva na arpayet. One should not offer one's own self, to one wouldn't offer oneself to the enemy. Similarly, one should not offer oneself to harsha and shoka. Harsha shokabhyam, there would be chaturthi. To harsha and shoka, to happiness and sadness which keep on coming and going, they are enemies because they take you away from your real pursuit, because you want to avoid what comes as shoka and you want what comes as harsha. Therefore those pursuits take you away from the real pursuit of moksha. Therefore they are enemies in your path to moksha. Therefore the way you wouldn't offer yourself to the enemy, similarly you should not offer yourself to harsha and shoka, na arpayet. And in the 12th chapter, hrushto drupyati, one who is happy. There is pride, when you are happy, in moments of happiness, there is pride that okay, I have finally done it, I have achieved it, I have done it by myself. The ego comes up and there is pride. And drupto dharmam atikramati. Once there is pride, you think that you have achieved it all by your own without any grace. So Kanchi Paramacharya used to say, anything that you get is not without grace. You should be thankful for that grace that you have been able to execute whatever plans you had to execute. So here drishto drupyati and drupto dharmam atikramati. Once you lose sight of whatever is happening is due to Ishvara, then what happens generally, what is the case? Whatever good has come to me, I have achieved it. Whatever bad has happened, why has it happened? I have not done anything. Why does Bhagwan treat me like this? So for ill happenings, people generally tend to put it on Bhagwan. And whatever good is there, I have achieved it. So thereby dharma matikramati, one transgresses dharma. Harshamarsha bhayodvegaihi mukto yaha mukta, one who is free from harsha, amarsha, bhaya and udvega. All these, one who is free from joy, happiness. Krodha, and then bhaya, from bhaya and udvega, from getting excited every now and then with it generally happens, but you should know that it is just guna guneshu vartante. But without that, getting driven by bhaya ityadi, one will remain bound. So here yaha muktaha, yaha harshamarsha bhayodvegaihi muktaha saha cha me priyaha. He is dear to me, says Bhagavan, because he has gone beyond the general human tendencies. Ityadi pramanihi heyatvam tasya heyatvam. The sukha which is earned due to punya, even due to punya, whatever sukha you have earned and that you are experiencing in swapna and jagrata avastha, they should be given up. Heyatvam tasya means they are fit to be given up, they should be given up. अत्र पुण्य शब्देन काम्य कर्मजन्यम अपूर्वम ग्राह्यम. And what is punya here? Punya shabdena atra kamya karma janyam. This punya which comes by nitya naimittika karma, that will not give you happiness. Nitya naimittika karma will, there is a difference. It will also give you happiness, but it will not generate happiness. Kadachit you will not have. What will be happiness that is nitya naimittika karma generated? It will not let you fall into some traps. The papa karma which was there earlier, some of that will not work. This papa karma which is ready to fructify, that will, it will be contained by the nitya karma. However, the happiness that we are experiencing, that is due to kamya karma. Sometimes, out of the blue I get something. Out of the blue I'm suddenly happy, surprise, all this is punya shabdena atra kamya karma janyam. Earlier we have done something, some kamya karma, that I want this sukha, that's why we are getting this sukha. Apurvam grahyam. Apurvam is that, it is a mimamsaka term to say that unit of happiness, that unit of punya phala that you have earned is stored, and then that apurva which has been done earlier, that is ready to be fructified at a particular moment in a particular lifetime, that results in punya and thereby sukha. Muktirno shatakoti janma sukriteh punyer vina labhyate iti karma ashukla krishnam yoginah trividham itaresham iti. This kamya karma cannot lead to mukti. It will always be sukha. See, what is moksha? Moksha is ananda swarupa. We can say that sukhakara vritti is there, ananda swarupa is there in jagrata swapna. Let it be mukti. Why is it not mukti? Because it is mixed with avidya, and thereby it is niramaya. It cannot be niramaya. Niramaya sukham. It cannot be untainted, and it is not nitya. Now he recalls this second shloka. So those who were there in the second shloka, we had seen that the entire Viveka Chudamani which follows after second shloka is a commentary on the second shloka. So second shloka is very important, which is the essence of the entire Viveka Chudamani, which said, a part of which said, so Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham Atah Pumsvam Tato Viprata Tasmad Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata Vidvattam Asmat Param Atmanatma Vivechanam Swanubho Brahmatmana Samsruti. The last line said, Muktirno Shatakoti Janma Sukrutai Punyer Vina Labhyate. So Muktihi Shatakoti Janma Sukrutai Punyehi. The punya which has been earned in, without the punya which is earned in several crores of, hundreds of crores of janmas, without that mukti is not possible. So that kind of punya which you have earned with nitya karma, that will lead to moksha, chitta shuddhi. So here it is said, this atra punya shabdena kamya karma janyam apurvam grahyam. Why? Because kamya karma will not lead to mukti. Kamya karma will not lead to mukti. If you do kamya karma also without wanting its result, then it becomes karma yoga, and that leads to mukti. But mostly nitya naimittika karma will lead to chitta shuddhi and thereby mukti. And this is a commentary on that as well. Muktir no shatakoti janma sukrutaihi punyer vina labhyate iti. Therefore, here the sukha that we feel in swapna and jagrata avastha, these are earned by kamya karma, not by nitya naimitya karma. Karma ashukla krishnam. Why? Further he says, shukla is that which is good, good as in punya. And krishna is what? Krishna is which is dark. Dark meaning what? Dark meaning papa. So here ashukla and akrishna means apunya and apapa. Yoginah karma apunya apapam. It is without any punya and papa, because they have transgressed this. Yogi here is jnani. Trividham itaresham. While for others, all three are there. Punya is there, papa is there, and mixture of punya papa. Both are both mix, and thereby trividham. There are three types of karma for others. Others means other than yogis. Then he quotes a Yoga Sutra, I think. Yoga Sutra, Vruttinam Anuvrittistu Prayatnat Prathamadapi Adrushtadva Sukrad Abhyasa Samskaras Sachivad Bhavet. So Adrushtadva Asukrad Abhyasa Samskaras Sachivad Bhavet. What is that? Vruttinam Anuvrittihi Bhavet. The Vritti in Yoga Shastra, you have to withdraw from every other thing for one particular vritti. So you sajatiya vritti, there should be one vritti in the mind. It can be anything. So Yoga Shastra gives you an option. It can be anything. It can be Ishtadevata, it can be some value, it can be some dharma, it can be some quality, it can be a color, it can be a sound, it can be a vision, anything. So, and then it can be Ishvara, and then I think Yoga Sutra goes on to say that these are all just samples. You can meditate upon anything and everything. So after the first few limbs, after the Yama Niyama and then Asana Pranayama, after you have your focus becomes steady, then Pratyahara, you withdraw from others, and then Dharana Dhyana Samadhi. So Dharana can be on any of these things. There what happens? Vrittinam Anuvrittihi. The vritti should continue. For the vritti to continue, one after the other vritti, another vritti. So there should be an anuvritti of one unto the other. So then it becomes Taila Dharavat. Then it becomes a single vritti. They may not agree to single vritti. Therefore, Vrittinam Anuvritti. Continuous vritti of one after the other, series of vrittis rather, a series of vrittis to prayatnat prathamadapi. It is possible with a lot of effort. At the first time, first effort itself, prathamadapi, it is possible because chitta shuddhi is so much. Adrushtadva, otherwise there is adrushta. You have earned so much earlier, so some adrushta is working there, and thereby the karma yoga that one has done earlier with nitya naimittika or without akamya karma, but kamya karma itself being akamya karma, adrushtadva asakrit abhyasa, otherwise by lot of effort. Prayatnat is in the first time prayatnat prathamadapi, and here prathamadapi prayatnat. Earlier there not with lot of effort, at the first instance itself it is possible, due to adrushta it is possible, and asakrit abhyasa means continuous repetition. Abhyasa is a repetition, asakrit is not once means multiple times. Sanskar sachivad bhavet. Sachiva is sangha. So due to association with some samskara which is there earlier, due to that also it is possible you can recall that or make it active by indulging in that vritti again and again. You repeat it with a lot of effort. You keep on repeating the vritti, and then it becomes automatic. In fact, Gurudev Shivananda Swami used to say, Rishikesh Divine Life Society, he used to say that anything that you do in yoga, how long should you do? So he would talk about some kind of a pranayama. Let's say you do Bhastrika, I would say. So Bhastrika, how long should you do Bhastrika? In Tantra Shastra or Yoga Shastra also, the siddhi of any asana and pranayama is it happening automatically, not effortlessly, automatically. So if a person does Bhastrika, how long should he do Bhastrika? He should keep on doing Bhastrika, or I am giving Bhastrika as an example, anything, any pranayama, particular pranayama in which one wants siddhi. It should go on to such an extent that it would become automatic. Even if you don't want to do it, it will keep on happening. So, and it does happen. Siddhi is difficult to get, but in Kundalini sadhana, they follow this. It happens. Asanas and all these pranayamas and mudras ityadi, they happen automatically, and that can be earned by repeated effort. So anyway, that's an aside. Here, our interest is what? Our interest is the Sukhakara Vritti. The Sukhakara Vritti which is happening, that that is possible with you can earn that punya or you can earn chitta shuddhi for nitya moksha. Here ityajna yogaja punyasya, the punya which is generated due to yogaja punyasya jnana dwara अनावृत आनंद अभिव्यंजकत्वम आनंद आवरकत्व आवरक तमोभंजकत्वम इति तादृश आनंदस्य कोशत्वाभावात् तदा तमोजृंबितत्वाभावात् वृत्तेः इति बोध्यम्. So it's comparing all the sukhakara vrittis which are there across various states, and the three states we know are Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti. What about Samadhi? Samadhi also has sukha. So he says ityajna yogaja punyasya, the punya which is after yogaja punya which leads to jnana dwara, through jnana, and that jnana dwara when it leads to samadhi, or it may or may not lead to samadhi, but here jnana dwara anavruta ananda, that ananda which is not covered by, is not avruta, is not covered or without any taint of avidya. When avidya goes away, jnana dwara ajnana nasha, and ajnana nasha, once it happens, then anavruta ananda abhivanjakatvam, manifestation of that sukha which is uncovered by anything else in the mind when it reflects, then ananda avaraka tamobhanjakatvam, it will take away this avidya, ajnana which is covering the ananda. Swarupa, Satchidananda Swarupa, but ananda is difficult. Sat and Chit are very easy to see. Iti tadrisha anandasya koshatva bhavat. That ananda is not due to not with any kosha. All koshas have been negated, and that jnana leads you to anandamaya kosha also being rejected as atma, and thereby tada tamojrumbitatva bhavat. Since it is not resultant, the sukha is not resultant with association with tamaha, therefore vrittehe, this vritti being such type means without any taint of avidya, you should understand this as that is the swarupa ananda reflecting. Finally, that is the ananda we want, iti bodhyam. And thereby what is being said, this ananda due to kosha, anandamaya kosha manifesting itself, is not atma. That's the idea here. After explaining all types of sukha in all states, he is saying that the ananda which is earned, finally earned via chitta shuddhi and jnana, that ananda earned meaning the cover of ananda is removed, that is the earning. Otherwise ananda is not really earned. Ananda becomes manifest because all that covering has been removed, and that is being earned through jnana. That is your real nature. Tamasi sukakara vrittihi anandamaya kosha iti krutva sushuptau tasya utkadatvam darshayati. Now in comparison, what is the sukha in Jagrat Swapna and what is the sukha in Sushupti? Sukha in Jagrat Swapna avastha is limited because there are other koshas also there, and other koshas are there is not an issue as much as punya should fructify. You don't know when punya will fructify. So therefore tamasi sukakara vritti, in fact people try to indulge into some activity trying to get sukha, but they lose their sleep as well, and there is dukkha in Jagrat Swapna. So you don't know when punya will fructify into sukha, but it is punya janya sukha. That sukha in Jagrat Swapna is punya janya, whereas in Sushupti it is not punya janya. In Sushupti it is when everything is nullified for the day, for the day or for that particular period that you have been awake. That point neither punya nor papa is to fructify, then a person goes to deep sleep. So tamasi sukakara vritti anandamaya kosha iti krutva. Having said that, anandamaya kosha is sukakara vritti, which is covered by tamas, avidya. Sushuptau tasya, however in Sushupti what happens, tasya utkadatvam darshayati. Utkadatvam is tivratvam or adhikyam. There is more excess, there is an excess of sukha in Sushupti avastha in comparison to Jagrat and Swapna. Tadanim punya ajanyasya swarupa sukasya eva avidya vritti vishayatvat. That swarupa sukha itself is reflecting at all places but it is not punyajanya. In sushupti it is not punyajanya, and that swarupa sukasya eva avidya vritti vishayatvat. It is covered by avidya, but the swarupa sukha is covered by avidya, and it is not due to punya. It is not manifesting due to punya. Therefore there is excess of sukha, which is your own sukha, own swarupa sukha. Pratyam arabdha punya kshaye eva dainandina pralaya rupa sushupti sambhavat. What is sushupti? Sushupti is nitya pralaya. What is marana? It is dirgha sushupti. What is pralaya also? It is dirgha sushupti. So all are sushupti avasthas, or all can be called as pralayas. A person goes to sleep, jiva goes to sleep, that is pralaya, for nitya pralaya. Every day there is pralaya when one goes to sushupti. So pratyaham is aha is dina, pratidinam ityartha. So pratidinam arabdha punya kshaye, that arabdha is prarabdha. The punya which has begun, punya here is upalakshana for papa also, arabdha punya and papa kshaye. Once it is exhausted, then dainandina pralaya rupa sushupti sambhava. Sushupti is possible, daily it is possible only when punya papa is exhausted. Otherwise you keep on rolling on the bed. Uktam hi sutra bhashye, and it is said in sutra bhashya, Brahma Sutra, adrushtamapi bhoga prasiddhyartham na pralaya prasiddhyartham iti. It is said that adrushta, even what punya we have earned, that punya is bhoga prasiddhyartham. The kamya janya punya is not to go for to deep sleep, but it is for bhoga in jagrata and swapna. Na pralaya prasiddhyartham. It is not for sushupti ananda. Sushupti ananda happens when other things, other the punya and papa in other states have exhausted. So 210 shloka says, आनंदमय कोशस्य सुषुप्तौ स्फूर्तिरुत्कटा स्वप्न जागरयोरीषद् इष्ट संदर्शनादिना. स्वप्न जागरयोः ईषद् इष्ट संदर्शनादिना. Once you like something, little, whatever little you like, ईषद् ishta, which is ishta, or not you like something, but ishad is ishad sukha. The sukha is ishad jagras swapna jagarayo. In dream and waking states, the anandamaya kosha is ishad, the manifestation is little, meaning sukha manifestation is little. And what is it due to? Ishad sukham is due to ishta sandarshana. Ishta sandarshana is sandarshana, labha and bhoga, which lead to three types of gradations of sukha. We saw yesterday, priya, moda and pramoda. So ishta sandarshana, having seen something, there is a desire born for that. That desire, it brings some sukha. Priya, oh, I see this, oh, I've been searching for this, I see this, I want it now. So sandarshana adina, through that, whatever sukha is generated in jagrata and swapna, in swapna also, that desire, you say that I wanted something and you saw that in dream, thereby some priya sukha vritti is there. Then you get that, you get moda vritti and then pramoda vritti, sukha vritti. But it is lesser in comparison to utkata, the excess of sukha, which is what? Sushuptau. In sushupti, spurti utkata. That spurti utkata, spurti is sukha here. Anandamaya koshasya spurtihi, or a manifestation of anandamaya kosha is more in sushupti. And anandamaya kosha is sukha rupa. Therefore, spurti is utkata. Utkata means adhika. Just a minute, somebody is at the door. Okay, sorry. So Spurti Utkata, in Tika Utkata means Adhika, it is more. What is Spurti? Is Puranam. The Puranam is basically the manifestation of it. Manifestation of what? Anandamaya Kosha. Sushuptau Anandamaya Kosha se Spurti Utkata means Puranam is Adhika. It is more excess of Sukha is there in Sushupti. Tada Sukhasya Dukkha Asambhinnatvad iti Bhavaha. Asambhinna is Amishrita. So it is not mixed with dukkha. In waking state, even sukha which is there is mixed with dukkha. However, in waking and dream states, but because it is not even during even during that laugh that we have, we forget everything. But in another moment, there is dukkha. There is no continuous sukha for the, let's say one sleep is in deep sleep for 3 hours continuously. 3 hours of sukha you don't get in waking and dream states. Therefore, dukkha asambhinnatvad iti bhavaha, it is not mixed with dukkha. Tathapi ajnanena avrutatvad na mukhyananda rupatvam. Tathapi ajnanena avrutatvad. Still, even in Sushupti, there is an avruti, there is a covering, a veil of avidya, ajnana, and therefore this is not Swarupananda in Sushupti. It is na mukhya ananda rupatvam. Swapna jagarayoho ishat swalpa. Ishat means little. Spurti is little. So sukha I said. So spurti, it goes with spurti. Spurti, manifestation of sukha or anandamaya kosha is little. And how is it? It is through ishat, ishta sandarshadina. Through whatever you like, seeing a particular thing which you like, you have raga towards, etc. That will lead to priya moda pramoda vritti. Adipadena lobha bhoga parigraha. So adipada is for labha, sorry, not lobha, labha and bhoga parigraha. So you see something, here is a priya vritti, and labha gives you moda and bhoga gives you pramoda, sukha, parigraha. Tada bhinna vishayaka vrittibihi asyaha vrittehe nashyamanatva sushupto vrittyantara bhavat utkatatvam iti bhavaha. So taking that example that I gave of 3 hours of continuous deep sleep versus 3 hours of Jagrata and Swapna Sukha. It's not possible. Dukkha Mishrita it is. And here he says, what happens in Swapna and Jagrata Avastha? There is a Sukha Vritti. Punya Janya Sukha Vritti is there. Let's say that Vritti, you have Sukha Vritti. But then something else comes to mind, something circumstantially something else happens and another Vritti comes up. When that Vritti comes, then this Sukha Vritti has to go. It is replaced by another Vritti. So, bhinna vishayaka vrittibihi. So, let's say you are looking at, say you we took an example of chocolate, let's say. So, you are looking at chocolate and you like that chocolate, you are about to eat it. So, there is priya vritti. But what happens? Someone else comes and sits at your table. You don't like the person. What happens? You look at that person and then that vritti has taken away this ishta whatever padartha vritti. It has taken away. So priya vritti is gone now. There is a hurdle and another vritti has replaced this. So bhinna vishayaka vrittibhi asya vrittehe nashyamana. I just gave an example. I hope you can understand better with better examples. Asya vrittehe nashyamanatvat. Because this vritti that you had which brought that priya moda ityadi rupa vritti, even while you are enjoying, someone else may come and spoil your mood. As an example, something else may happen and then you are taken away from the ishtavastu. So asya vrittehe nashyamanatvat, that vritti goes away, it is destroyed due to another vritti which you do not like now. That is a dukkha vritti. It may not be sukha vritti, it may be neutral vritti. You don't care for the person, but still your sukha vritti is gone. However, in Sushupti, that doesn't happen. Sushupto vrittyantara bhava, there is no other vritti. That nidra vritti itself is sukha vritti. And due to that reason, utkatatvam, there is excess of sukha. Iti bhavaha. That is the idea. Sorry. Tasyapi anatmatvam vadati naiva iti. All this is saying that avidya covering is there. You compare the sukha and then in Jagrata Avastha, Swapna Avastha, sukha is not sufficient or there is a tiresome day. Everyone wants to go to deep sleep. Any human being or any prani any pakshi also wants to go to sleep, even devatas, although they have longer days, even Brahma or Vishnu go to sleep. Thereby, tasyapi here, the sukha that you have in deep sleep is wanted by everyone. However, that is not Sarupa Sukha. That is not the Nirguna Brahmatma Sukha. Tasyapi Anatmatvam. This Annamaya Kosha, which is Sukha Rupa, still it is Anatma. That Bhagavad Padacharya says in the next shloka by saying, Naivayamanandamaya Paratma Sopadikatvat Prakrutir Vikarat Karyatva Heto Sukrita Kriyayaha Vikara Sanghata Samahitatvat. Again ends with Hetus. For what reason is Anandamaya Paratma? It is not Paratma. Anandamaya Paratma na eva bhavati. Why? Why is it not Paratma or Paramatma? Because of Sopadikat. Because of having Upadi. Sopadikatva. Due to having an Upadi. There is an Upadi. Anandamaya Kosha has Upadi. We'll see the meanings. Detailed meaning we'll see in the Tika, because Upadi, how it is seen by Vyakhyanakara, we'll see there. But Upadi, there is an adjunct. It is not free from an adjunct, therefore there is an association with some Upadi, therefore it is not Anandamaya. However, Atma, Shuddha Atma cannot have an Upadi, it is Niropadi. Whereas Nirupadika, this is Sopadika, therefore it is not Paramatma. Paratma, Paramatma, same meaning. Prakritehe Vikara. Second reason given is it is Vikara. It is Vikara of Prakriti. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Guna, Vikara. Maya. It is a resultant of Maya. Anandamaya Kosha is created. Although we say Anadi, still across Kalpas it is created. It is in seed form, it is manifested. Created in this is manifested. So it is a Vikara of Guna anyway. Atma, whereas Atma is not a Vikara of any Guna. In fact, Maya itself starts creating or starts acting upon giving Vikaras only when it is triggered in association, self-triggered of course, triggered due to mere presence of Atma. And Atma itself is not a Vikara. Karyatva Hetuho. And since it is created, now it is Vikara, it is said it is Vikara of Maya. Vikara means it is it has Sattva, Rajas, Tamo Gunas. But Karyatva Hetu also, it is a product. It is a product of something, therefore Karyatva Hetu ho also, another Hetu. Sukrita Kriyayaha. And when is this Anandamaya Kosha manifest in Jagra Swapna? Punyavashat, it is said Punyavashat. When there is Punya, there is Punya Janya. It will be result. Happiness is the result of Punya. Therefore, Anandamaya Kosha manifests in Jagra Swapna due to some Kriya that you have done. Sukruta means Punya Kriya that you have done earlier. Due to that reason also it is not Atma, because Atma is not Punya Janya. Vikara Sanghata Samahitatvat. And then Vikara Sangha Samahita is what? It is Janita. And Vikara Sangha or Sanghata. Vikara Sanghata, it's an assemblage or it has avayavas, it has parts. Which are the parts? They are put together. This Priya, Moda, Pramoda, all these gradations are put together in Anandamaya. So it has these gradations there. So it is a resultant of Priya, Moda, Pramoda vrittis are result of what? Darshana Labha Bhogaha. Therefore, Vikaras are what? Darshana Labha Bhoga, these are the Vikaras, and Sanghata of that, it is assemblage of that, it is generated due to the assemblage of this Darshana Labha Bhoga. Let's look at the Tika. Ayam Anandamaya, this Anandamaya Kosha, Ayam Anandamaya Paratma na eva bhavitum arhati. Paratma is what? Mukhyatma, it is not the real self. Which is a primary sense. When we say self, it is neither reflexive nor is it any kosha, it is the real me. So that is Mukhyatma na eva bhavati. It cannot be. Why? Tatra hetavaha sopadikatvat. Sopadikatvat means what? Sanimittvatvat. There is a nimitta. Sopadikatva means sanimitta. There is a nimitta for it to be there, because avidya is not gone. Therefore it exists. Atma exists even without avidya. But this Anandamaya Kosha cannot exist without avidya. ishta sandarshanaadi janyatvat, and also another sopadikatva is also ishta sandarshanaadi janyatvat. We saw that the priyamoda pramoda vrittis, which is repeated in vikara there in the last pada, but here he says prakrutehe moola prakrute avidya vikarat. These vikaras which are talked about, all these vikaras have overlap. Moola prakrute avidya vikarat, because finally what all of these will be the resultant of moola prakriti. The first level sukshma padartha itself is a resultant of prakriti. So at the last level also everything will be a resultant of prakriti itself. Moola prakriti avidya vikarat. Vikaratvat ityartha. This is the idea, vikaratvat. Tamojrumbita vrittehe tathatvat. And the vritti which is generated due to avidya, association with avidya, is still there. Any vritti which is generated there is tamojrumbita vrittehe tathatvat. So vikaratvat, vikara is what? It is finally with an association with avidya or maya, therefore this cannot be atma. Sukrata kriyayaha punya karmanaha. We saw that it is sukrata kriya is punya karma. It is a resultant of punya karma in jagrat swapna. Karyatva hetu karyatvat, because it's a product. Punyasya anubhavi bhati, we have seen in the 209 shloka that punyasya anubhavi bhati, it manifests when there is sukha, to be experienced, that time punya to be manifested, that time anandamaya kosha manifests. Ityuktataya sukhakara avidya vrittehe api jagra swapna kalikayah punyajanyatvat. So sukhakara avidya vrittehe, avidya sukhakara vritti is also avidya vritti, it is not swarupa sukha. Therefore sukhakara avidya vrittehe api jagra swapna kalikayah, during the waking and dream states, punyajanyatvat, it is a product of punya, and therefore this anandamaya kosha cannot be atma, paratma. It is a kosha, it is not atma. That is what said tasyapi anatmatvam vadati in the introduction. Further, vikara sanghata samahitatvat means what? That is the hetu for what? Priyadi gunaka ityanena tasya priyameva shiraha ityadi shrutya darshana lava bhogajanya sukharupa avayava samudaya sanjanitatvat. Long samasa, he says darshana lava and bhoga, which give rise to priyamoda and pramoda vrittis, janya, taihi janya, sukharupa avayava. This sukha has gradations. Priyamoda, pramoda gradations are there. So avayavas are there. There are parts. But however, atma sukha, which is swarupa sukha, does not have such gradations. These gradations are considered by Dvaitins. They say that based on the punya, based on the punya that you have earned here by doing seva ityadi, even Vishishta Advaitins say the same thing. There is gradation of sukha even in Vishnu Loka ityadi. So there is gradation of sukha. We agree that there is gradation of sukha in Vishnu Loka ityadi, Brahma Loka, but that is not Nitya Moksha for us. For them that is Moksha. Anyway, here Vikara Sanghata Samayata Priyadi Gunaka Ityanena Tasya Priyameva Shiraha, and Upasana is said Priyameva Shiraha, and then Moda Dakshina Paksha, then Pramoda Uttara Paksha ityadi. But Brahma Pucham Pratishta, that Brahma, Nirguna Brahma is the Swarupa Sukha, which is the basis for all of these gradations due to association with avidya. So ityadi shrutya darshana lava bhoga janya sukha rupa avayava samudaya, it is put together, all these parts or gradations are put together, and it is, how are they generated? They are generated, this anandamaya kosha is manifested, and this in the form of these kind of sukhas, whereas swarupa ananda is not generated, therefore anandamaya kosha is not atma, it is anatma. Punyavashat ishtartha darshane labhe tamo mishra sattvodbhave jayamana vrittihi. Under the influence of punya in sapna and jagrata avastha, ishtartha darshane labhe, what happens when there is labha or darshana of whatever you have raga towards, any vishaya you like towards that, if there is raga towards a vishaya, then when you see that darshane sati labhe sati, when you have darshana, when you see it or when you own it, tamo mishra sattvodbhave, then that sattva which generates, that punya which has generated that sattva to manifest in as Anandamaya kosha, it is mixed with tama. It is mixed with tama. Tamo mishra sattvodbhave, when that rises, sattva rises, when it mixed with tamas, jayamana vritti, that is sukhakara. Sukhakara vritti. Because sattva is pradhana there. Although it is mixed with tamas, sattva is pradhana, and then that sukhakara vritti is of what form? It is aham sukhi iti rupa. I am happy because of tadatmya sambandha which exists with Anandamaya kosha and also with Vijnanamaya kosha, where and Manomaya kosha in Antakarana this vritti takes place. When that vritti takes place, I objectify the vritti, but there is tadatmya sambandha, and therefore I don't say that there is a sukhakara vritti. I end up assuming that aham sukhi. Evam bhoge ko anyosthi sadrusho maya, and when there is bhoga, when you partake of that, so this is only in the first two cases, ishtartha darshane labhe sati, when you see the vastu that you like, come in association with it, and then when you own it, at both places you have this sukhakara vritti, which is aham sukhi, I am happy, I am happy. But when you actually experience it, you partake of that vastu, when you have anubhav of that vastu, evam bhoge sati kaha anyasti ko anyosthi sadrusho maya yakshe dasyami modishye, says Bhagavan. He says, what is this rakshasi pravrutti, rakshasi pravrutti, in a sense I am saying even human beings have this tendency to forget what is the real reason that there is sukha. So Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter, in 16th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna says that evam, this bhoge sati, what happens when bhoga is there, konyasti maya sadrisha, who is there like me? Nobody else. I achieved this, I own this vastu, who else has earned it? So when there are a lot of things to be achieved, somebody has achieved all that, and then he says I did it, I did. So ahankara, that pride is there. And then one says nobody like me exists, So ko anyosthi sadrusho maya yakshe is at in karma kanda, those who have followed Vaidika karma, they say that yakshe, I will do, keep on doing this yajna ityadi, dasyami, I will give away, and modishye, I will do dana, I will do all this, and but then that is with pride, that I will do it, and then modishye, I will rejoice. So it is all due to me, aham, that aham is in the wrong place. Ityadi rupa utkrishyamana, it is manifesting in these forms. Tasyaha punyeshta vishayadi vikarajanyatvad iti vartha. Another explanation given for that is punyeshta vishayadi vikarajanyatvad, since it's a modification. This the Anandamaya kosha manifests due to this, when time is ripe for priya ityadi punya, when punya is ready to fructify, that time Anandamaya kosha manifests. Therefore vikara sangata samahitatva can also be seen in another manner. So kosha panchaka viveka antara krutyamaha panchanamiti. So next shloka 212 is introduced by saying kosha panchaka vivekanantara krutyamaha panchanamiti. Okay, you have taken all these 5 atmas and negated them as koshas, starting with annamaya. What next? What remains to be done now? So you have taken away my ananda also. Shishya is thinking, you have taken away ananda also, and you are telling me that ananda is the swarupa of moksha. So this is thinking for many, Ananda also, Anandamaya kosha, I am not Anandamaya kosha. So what is this moksha without Ananda? What remains to be done now? Panchanam api koshanam nishede yuktita krute tannisheda vadissakshi bodha rupo vashishyate. So panchanam api koshanam nishede sati. Nishede krute. Nishede krute, you don't need sati there, but nishede krute. The sati saptami, but nishede krute itself gives you the meaning that when all these koshas are negated. How do you negate? Do you remove them physically? No, yuktitaha. So cognitively, it is done cognitively. When cognitively you have removed, through your understanding, you have removed the association with each of these atmas, and you, tadatmya sambandha has been withdrawn, you withdraw yourself from all of these, then cognitively when you do this through jnana, then nishedavadihi, then what is the limit of that negation? You keep on removing, this is not me, this is not me, this is not me, and then finally what cannot be removed? What we saw yesterday, sa kashta sa paragatihi. Kathopanishad said that is the limit. You cannot remove yourself. The subject who objectifies everything, including the ananda, he himself cannot be removed. Therefore, tannishedavadihi, Sakshi, who is a witness to everything, he is a witness to even the negation, he is a witness. The one who is negating has ahankara, but one who cannot be negated, he is Sakshi to that negation also. So he is a witness, and he is a witness as long as there is something to witness. Once there is no Saksha, he cannot be called as Sakshi also. So Sakshi is a stepping stone to know what you really are, because you cannot be objectified by your own self. There is a kartru karma virodha. So bodha rupa avashishyate, one who remains as shuddha consciousness, as pure consciousness, chit swarupa, bodha rupa, chit swarupa, here avashishyate, he remains. So what remains? If you ask what remains to be done or what remains, you alone remain. Chit swarupa remains. Tika panchanapi koshanam nishedhe pratikosham na yamatma iti nishedhe nirakarane sati. So when nisheda is the negation, and what is the negation? Negation is na yamatma. This is not atma. This is not atma means not atma sitting elsewhere. Atma means I. So this is not me. I am not this at all. So this is not me. Iti nishede nirakarane sati tan nishedavadihi. What is the limit of that negation? Tad badha adhisthana bhuta sakshi. Who is that where all the negation stops? Is a sakshi, the witness to that negation also. He is the substratum, he is the basis on which everything is happening. He makes everything happen without actually participating in it, by the mere presence. So prati bodham. So bodham prati, he is there in every cognition. He is one who makes anything and everything possible around the world. The meticulous functioning of the world is due to its mere presence. This is that Sakshi. Yat paryantam, and this Sakshi cannot be more than one. There is only one Sakshi there, and that is where the real Atma pursuit lands in. Pursuit of Atma lands in Sakshi. Yat paryantam nishedaha sa avadi sima iti yavat. That is the limit. Sima, it is a limit. Avadi is a limit up to which you can keep on doing negation. Sakshi to upalakshita, and then Sakshi is a Sakshi to upalakshita. It is not the Sakshi itself. Although the Upanishad does call it Sakshi Cheta Nirguna. I think Shvetashvatara Upanishad says that. Kevalo Nirguna, Sakshi Cheta, Kevalo Nirguna, some mantra is there which says that Sakshi, but it is Sakshi Upalakshita. It is indicated by Sakshi, not Sakshi, because Sakshi means what? Sakshi itself has a connotation of, it is a loaded word. When you say Sakshi, Sakshi of what? Because of what, that question will come. Karma apeksha asti eva. There is an expectancy of karma. Even in jnana, that's why Satyam Jnanam Anantam in Taittiriya Upanishad, when Bhagwan Bhashyakara analyzes that jnana, there is a very beautiful Purva Paksha at the end of the analysis. What kind of karaka is this? No, it is not a karaka. He says it's a Shuddha Dhatvartha. Okay, it is a Shuddha Bhave Utpatti, he says. I think he says there, Nyaptihi Bhava Sadhanaha. So, Nyapti Bhava Sadhana means what? It is Bhave Utpatti. Jnana is Nya plus Bhave Utpatti of Lut. Lut is in Bhave. Bhave sense. Bhave sense means Shuddha Dhatvartha. So Purva Paksha thereafter he agrees to all that. He raises a question, very nice question, If you say it is bhave vyutpatti, nyaya is a sakarmaka dhatu. So those who have studied Vyakarana, they know sakarmaka dhatu. There is an expectancy of, when you say jnana, means just knowledge or knowing. Bhave vyutpatti will be translated as knowledge or knowing. So knowledge of what? Knowing what? So karma apeksha is there, whether in Shashti or based on the word, based on the translation Shashti or Dvitiya, there is expectancy. You tell me knowledge of what? Atma is knowledge. Knowledge of what? So therefore Bhagavan Bhashyakara finally agrees that. He does not say you are right, but there are other ways to agree. So he agrees with the Purva Pakshi and says that therefore this is also indicative of what it is. Its meaning is chit, consciousness. You can't ask consciousness of what. So consciousness has no expectancy. It is Shuddha Chit, Shuddha Chit. So here also Sakshi is Sakshitva Upalakshita. It is not Sakshi of something. It is called as a Sakshi as long as there is Saksham, something to witness. As long as there is something to witness, it is called as a witness. But it is not a witness also. It is just a name tag. And Nama Rupa is what? Nama Rupa is Mithya. Therefore, Sakshi Sakshitva Upalakshitaha Chit Swarupa Atma. That is what it is. Bodha Rupaha, meaning Kevala Nirvishaya Jnana Swarupa Avashishyate. This is the explanation there. Sakshitva Upalakshita Kaha? Bodha Rupaha. Bodha Rupa is again Jnana Rupaha, finally Chit, Chid Rupaha. Kevala Nirvishaya Jnana Swarupa. So Nirvishaya Jnana tells you that even not Bhave Vyutpatti, none of the Karakas, not even the Shuddha Dhatvartha, because Shuddha Dhatvartha is also Upalakshita. Upalakshita to, it is an Upalakshana to what? It is Jnana Swarupa, which is Nirvishaya, without any Vishaya. So is it a subject? Yes. As long as there is an object, you are the subject. But when the object is not there, what are you subjecting yourself to? Nothing. Therefore, subject you are not. You are a subject only as long as the object is there. To say you are a subject is not to say you are a subject. It is to say that you are not an object. That is the Tatparya there. Am I a subject? When you say, when the Shastra says yes, you are the subject who objectifies everything, then that time it is saying that you are not an object. That is the Tatparya. You should not take subject literally. Similarly, Sakshi, Jnana, all this is not literal. Finally, it is what? To take away misunderstandings that you cannot be an object ever. And you cannot be the subject also, because subject is a Karaka again. Not even Shuddha Dhatvartha. So, Nirvishaya Jnana. Without any object, when what remains? So, Nisaksha Sakshi. You can extend this back and say what kind of Sakshi? Sakshitva Upalakshitaha Sakshi. And what is that Sakshitva Upalakshitaha Sakshi? That instead of Nirvishaya, you can say Nisaksha Sakshi. Nisaksha Sakshi Swarupaha. Sakshi Swarupa Sakshi. That Sakshi who does not have any Saksha. Meaning what? He is not a Sakshi. The Chit Swarupa. Avashishyate means remains. So we'll stop here. We'll do this. Finishes the 212 shloka. We'll do the 213 in next part. Om Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharantam Gocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyam. Om Tat Sat. Any questions? No questions. So I'll see you in the next part. Namaste.